Hello everyone, welcome to the solution of the practical of lesson 4 on convolutional network. Okay, so we will need to build our first convolutional neural network. Remember, we start with images of NIST, so 28 by 28, white and black. We want to apply 8 filters, so this is the number of odd channels here, of size 3 by 3, kernel size equal 3, to obtain an image of size 28 by 28 again, because after that what we want to do is a max pooling layer to get an image of 4 by 4, which means that we will take a max pooling with a kernel of size 7. So each block of size 7 by 7, we will take the max and replace this 7 by 7 pixel by only 1 pixel. So you divide the size of your image 28 by 7, it gives you an image of 4 by 4 times 8, the number of filters. This is exactly what we want. Okay, so let's see how to compute. So the first thing we need to do is replace this question mark to get the padding. So the image, we do not want to modify the size of the image. So we should get the same size in input as in output when we apply this layer. So namely, this means that padding is saying how many pixels you will add at the border of your image, so that when the kernel is not exactly on the image, in order to be able to compute the output. So here, since the kernel is 3, you should have a padding of 1 on each side, and then you will obtain exactly the same size of the image. So let's see if the math is working fine. So you have this ugly formula for the output. So the question is what you should take for the padding. So dilatation is by default 1, stride is 1 also, kernel size is 3, so this is 2. So if I'm taking a padding of 2, Ashlyn plus 2 minus 2 minus 1, stride is 1 and plus 1, so it should work. So dilatation is 1, stride is 1, kernel is 3. If you put a 1 over there, it should work. Okay, so let's try with this. And then this is a fully connected layer. Okay. So then pooling function, max pool. Applies the 2D max pooling over an input C max pool 2D for precision. The max pool 2D, and the only thing you need to define is the kernel size and the stride, which is none. Okay. So here I want probably actually what we can do is first try this. To see if it's working, the convolution. So I'm taking a size of batch of size 3, one input channel 28 by 28. I obtain a batch of size 3, 8 channels now, this 8 on 28 by 28, so it's okay. Let's do now the max pooling. So remember, first kernel size, then stride. Seven. We can test again. So here we should obtain 4 by 4. Okay, it's working fine. And now we apply the linear layer. So in order to do that, we need to flatten the X. I will use the minus view. Nice one. And what is the size? It's 108. 4 by 4 by 8. Let's see if... Yes, it's working. So now I'm starting with a batch of size 3 images. I'm obtaining a batch of 3 vectors of size 128. So now the last thing I need to do is pass this through the linear layer. I'm obtaining two features. Okay, I want to do classification with 2 features. So here, instead of F, I want to use log softmax over there. Log softmax of X on dimension 1, because I don't want to average over the batch. Okay, so this should work. Okay, now is the training part. So store the loss and accuracy for each epoch. So for the training, okay, we can probably almost copy and paste this. I will rewrite it. So it's taking as an argument a loss function, a model, a data loader. The data loader, I will not touch it. I need the loss function, the optimizer, and the model. First thing I'm doing, model of inputs. Then I'm computing the loss with the loss function. So the loss function is not output labels. And now optimizer 0 grad, loss backward, optimizer step. card. Optimizer step. I need to store the loss on the accuracy. Yes, so first the loss. It's called running loss. Okay, and for the accuracy, I need to compute the prediction. I will use torch max, yes. So it's returning the maximum value and then the indices. So output always dimension 1, and now the running correct. I need to test that this is a sum. Pred labels. I took a log softmax. So with the log softmax to the classification, it's NLL loss. Optimizer, URSGD optimizer. So it's torch.optim.sgd of what is the name of my conf class? Meters with a learning rate. Well, we can put it like that. Okay, let's go for 2 epochs first. Okay, it seems to work. Okay, cool. 95%. So now I need to do basically the same thing but on the test, because this is oops, I shouldn't have done that. Yes, it's just over there. Oops. I'm computing the loss, removing this. yes. Counting the loss, running correct threads. Okay, I have 95%. Send the optimizer to Adam. So here, only thing I need to do is this. For 10 epochs. Okay, you see it's working much better actually. We can probably stop here. Yes, 98%. Yeah, it's already kind of overfitting. Now let's see if we are running it for 10 more epochs. Well, it won't change much. Okay, 99, so it's still a little bit better on the test. How many parameters did your network learn? So the number of parameters that are learned are the parameters of the kernels here, which are 3 by 3 times 8 number of output channels. And then the number of parameters here, it's the size of the matrix, 2 times 128 plus the bias. And there is no other parameter. And okay, so these are the weight of the 3 by 3 kernel of the weight and the bias of the convolution first. And here, so you have for each convolution 3 by 3, 3 by 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And 8 bias here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So for the convolution you have 3 by 3 times 8 plus 8 bias. And for the matrix, you have a matrix of size 2 times 128 plus 2 bias. And these are the learn weight for in our case, which I'm not sure you can really interpret in terms of edge detector or things like that. Okay, that's it for these practicals. Thank you.